This episode of the Still Unnamed podcast is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download and 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/TSUP.
And now, it's the Still Unnamed podcast with your hosts, Pete and Mark.
Hey kids, and welcome to another exciting edition of the Still Unnamed podcast. I'm Pete Salas, along with
Mark of the Living Dead.
Mark of the Living Dead. Dawn of the Dead.
Night of the Living Dead.
There's a bunch of dead behind you. Welcome to the show, everybody. Thank you for joining us again on this Happy Taco Tuesday morning.
Happy Taco Tuesday.
How's it going, man?
It's going really good.
It's been, what, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's not too bad.
No. We've had worse.
We've had a lot worse where we've taken a bunch of days off in between. But we are back. We are, back.
Yes.
That's called ad-libbing.
You're so good at it. Have you done improv?
No, I have not. As you can tell, I have not.
I want to do improv.
So what's going on? Talk to me.
Nothing.
Nothing?
What's going on with you?
Nothing.
I
Maybe that's why we don't do the show.
I went to the Pulga yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't gone in years.
How was it? Does it still smell like...
It's still a Pulga.
It's the Pulga.
I remember why I haven't gone back.
For those who don't know what that is, and I'm sure there's not many of you, the Pulga is also known as a flea market.
Yeah, flea market.
It's like a flea market / swap meet if you're in Houston. So that is a place where you can go and you can buy a booth and you sell various trinkets and various, down here we sell like fruit and...
yeah, they had a lot of fruit.
Dogs. I mean,
there were dogs, birds, bunnies. There was a pig.
Right.
Like a little baby pig. And
Okay.
Liz is like, oh, that's so cute. I'm like, we're not going to buy a pig.
Yeah. But she's so weird about things like that. Like, she used to live on like a proper farm here. Like back when we were growing up here,
yeah.
We had a pig. We had a huge fucking like
really?
sow.
I never knew about the pig. Like I knew there were geese.
No, that room back there, like by the bar.
Yeah.
Okay. Was a whole pen there, like a proper pig pen, a true blue pig pen was back there, and there was a giant pig that just like sat in its own filth and just smelled. And
did it have mud? Like,
ask me how many times she went and like looked at it.
How many times did she go and look at the pig?
Possibly 0, or maybe at least 1, just to let her know that she never wanted to see it again. And now,
was it her pig though?
It was not her pig. It was my mom's pig. Yeah, but that's not going to make a fucking
difference.
It's not going to make a difference.
Like if you had a dog, and I'd be like, whatever, it's your dog. I don't care about your dog.
Right.
But if I had a dog, I still wouldn't care. I'm not an animal person.
No.
But I would care a little more.
Okay. But, okay, so what was your purpose of going to the swap meet? I'm going to keep calling that the Pulga.
The Pulga.
Yes.
Well,
did you buy corn in a cup?
No, we didn't.
Damn it.
Have you had corn in the cup?
Yes, and you know what? I don't like it.
It's not great.
I'm not a fan. And, a lot of, like, women here in the valley love it. Like, they crave it.
Yeah.
And I don't understand.
Alyssa wanted to try it. She wanted to give it a go.
She hated it?
Not at the Pulga, but this was years ago. She was like, I want to know what the big deal is about a corn in the cup. I'm going to get one. And I was like, go for it. I've never had one. I've never witnessed anyone have one.
Right.
So have at it.
No, I don't think I...
And she got all the fixins. And it's pretty much, for those who don't know what corn in a cup is...
It's more than just corn in a cup. There's a lot that goes into it.
There's corn in a cup. Mm-hmm. And there's like mayonnaise and chile.
Oof. Yeah, and you forgot the cheese, the powdered cheese, almost like crumpled cheese. What is that? The queso fresco or something like that?
Yeah. It's not. I don't get it.
It's not pleasant.
If people like it, that's your prerogative. Mm-hmm. But I'm one of those individuals that likes edible food. So you do you, bro.
Right. So okay, but what did you?
No. Okay. Well. Because I've been trying to grow an avocado tree. Because we had Alyssa loves avocados.
Okay.
We had an avocado, and then we have that big old pit, the seed of an avocado. I was like, I'm gonna try to make it into an avocado tree. Why not? It can happen.
Right.
There have been stranger things in this world.
Right.
So I looked it up online. I just peeled off the skin of the seed. And then I put some toothpicks in it so it can sit in a cup and be halfway submerged in water,
like
with
the
bottom
potato,
on the bottom.
right? Like that's how they.
I guess
they
I've
send
never
home
grown.
potatoes to like a science project when you're in high school,
Like a potato clock.
something like that. Anyway,
But yeah, so that's what I was doing, and I did it a couple of weeks ago, maybe 3 or 4.
okay,
And I put it in water within like I'm gonna say about 4 or 5 days. The seed split,
okay,
and there was a little root, a little nub that was starting to form.
baby Groot,
Exactly.
Okay.
Avocado root.
right?
Avocado. Improv. So I was pretty proud of myself. I'm like, I'm doing this. I'm gonna grow an avocado tree.
Okay,
And it didn't form from there.
did not work.
It didn't want to. It just it has that little nub, and then it just didn't want to grow any further.
Yeah,
So
they seem hard to grow. They seem like a fickle, like fruit. Is it a fruit or a vegetable?
It's a fruit because it has a seed.
Is that the official?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
how come a tomato is a fruit.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I
Okay.
am right.
No, I know you're right.
I know.
Okay.
Okay, moving on. So I texted Alyssa this week, and I said, I believe the words were exactly.
I'm gay.
No, that was she's known. So I texted her, "Fuck it, let's go to the Pulga and buy an avocado tree."
Did she reply, "Corn in a cup"?
With 6 C's, 18 U's, and 14 P's.
Yeah, that sounds like my sister. Yeah, the last time I went there, you know what? It's been so long. I cannot remember why I went there, but it was about 2 years ago. I'm gonna say, and I forgot what it was I was looking for. Possibly like a sequin shirt with like the Virgin Mary on the back, because like you find those in spades.
Yeah, I went there and I was like, these are so Tex-Mex ready.
Right. Or like those little taco hats that like look like they're curved up. You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it is a funky place there, man. Like you got to be prepared. Like it is a culture shock.
Yeah. We went to the one in Donna.
Oh, I've never been to that one.
It's 50 cents to get in per person.
Okay.
So, I mean, if you're willing to break the bank. But the deals, Pete.
Right.
If you want an air conditioner, there were so many people selling antennas. Antennas, like for the TV, just antennas.
Okay.
Like just made antennas.
You know what my favorite is like the guy that has the table with a giant fucking pile of like outdated cellular accessories. like a leather holster for like a Nokia.
Well, let me tell you, in spades,
right,
there were just tables of so many. If you have a cell phone,
just so much useless shit, and they faithfully they go there every weekend and they try to sell the same shit.
Well, I went there and like we realized we don't come here because we're not the market. We don't like useless stuff. Like there was for a hot second, I considered a lion, like a porcelain lion about yay big. And I was like, it was like this long too. And I was like, God,
what for?
Just to have. There's the lion. I could name it. Right. I could call it a Bagheera, just to bite Jungle Book. But there was a lot of stuff, and we don't need stuff.
Right. No one needs any more stuff, but yet that's what we crave. We go out and we look and we seek for more stuff to put in our homes. Mm-hmm. Why? What for?
Because we're first world.
This is stuff. I didn't need this. Mm-hmm. I saw it. I wanted it. I bought it. Does that make me feel better? No. Like, I don't know what that does anymore.
We weren't satisfied with what we got at the Pulga, so we went on Amazon.
And splurged.
We just wanted to... You ever get the feeling like, I want to spend money on something dumb?
Yes, I do. I know exactly what you're talking about. I have felt that. And you know what? I still have in my Amazon basket or cart or whatever. Yeah. I have a statue of a horse. So when you said statue of a lion, I was like, I can't really make fun of him because... But if it makes it any better, it's got Batman riding him.
That's pretty cool.
And he's like rearing back on the horse, and the horse looks like he's fucking like gonna trample somebody. Yeah. It's from that panel in Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's like a statue. Like it's like this. It's like huge. It's like 15 inches long by like 10 inches tall.
That's awesome.
And it fucking weighs like 12 pounds. and it's like made out of like porcelain or resin or something.
Yeah.
And it's like $400, and it's still sitting in my cart. But I can't bring myself to hit.
That's a big old price tag.
It is. It's expensive, but it's beautiful. And I thought to myself, like, will that make me happy the day after, or will I long for those $400 back?
It's a tough one, man.
Because I've surrounded myself. Mark, I'm a giant baby, man baby, a man child, and I have stuff.
Yeah.
My walls right currently are lined with various posters. I don't know what this cost me. I bought these 20 years ago, whatever the case is. And why do I want more stuff?
Because it's just stuff, and it's human. It's human desire to just want everything. You just want more. Everyone just wants.
Right.
If you have everything, you just want more.
Okay. So if you could have anything right now, what would it be?
If I could have anything right now,
yeah,
I would like to leave this podcast.
I would like to end this podcast and never have to do one again. Hey, we're on the same page here.
No, I don't know. Like, if money was no option,
object, yes,
option,
okay.
Object. No, you're right.
Yes, I am.
I occasionally may make a mistake.
Okay, so what would it be?
God, I really want something. This is gonna sound real dumb, but I want like either solar panels for the house,
okay,
or an electric car. Not because I'm very...
I was gonna say, when the fuck did you become...
I'm not very green,
Mr. Greenberg.
But it just seems like a good way to save money.
Okay.
Because like solar panels are just great. Like if you're still on the grid,
it's not silly. Like I'm not saying that that's dumb. It's very interesting. I didn't think you would go that way.
Well, I mean, if not money was no.
But if you're in it if you're in it for the purposes of saving money, so that you can then go turn around and buy more shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like more of the useless stuff. Then I guess if that is the end game, then sure.
But I mean, don't we all just want more money?
You know what?
To get more stuff.
Yes, I think for a while, like I'm gonna say I am anymore. I was an avid collector. Like I bought so much stuff. You've been to the bar.
Yeah.
Okay. You see this room. You see these certain things I've brought into this house. You know, I've got a lot of cool stuff that I've accumulated over the years. But like, I used to collect and just dude, my DVD collection.
Oh,
it's like over like 400 movies. Like, what do I need all that for?
I know that's why it's so. Blockbuster there's a Blockbuster that was still open in Weslaco that recently closed its doors, and it was selling everything. Right. And I went in there and I was like, God, I want to buy a movie.
Right.
And I was looking at them and I was like, I can't bring myself to buy a movie anymore.
Right.
When digital is a thing.
Exactly. So I guess what I was saying was like I was an avid collector of everything pop culture. And then for a while, like I was on top of it. I was on my game. Like I started early, like the early 2000s when things weren't as mass produced as they are now.
Yeah.
So people would come over and they'd be like, wow, you've got some really cool shit.
Yeah.
But like at some point around 2010, 11, just everything, boom, just blew up.
Yeah.
Everyone had the Marvel, DC, wrestling, movies, everything just became like they have multiple products, multiple lines, multiple things. You can never keep up.
No.
So at that point, I just kind of went inverted and I said, okay, I'm going to stop buying stuff. It also helped that I had just really kind of had a kid. He was like 3. Mm-hmm. And like
I kind of had a kid.
I kind of like, well, I meant, well, you know what I mean? And like, I couldn't really spend my money on myself anymore.
Yeah.
So at that point, I think I got into collecting money.
Yeah.
Like that was my new high. Mm-hmm. Like that high I would get when I would like want to go buy like a new DVD or something. Mm-hmm. It became a high when I would like get my paycheck and then immediately, I don't know how you are, but when I get my paycheck like Friday, like or Thursday at midnight, I'm paying bills, you know, at 12:02 a.m. I'm just sending it away. I just want it out. As soon as I get it, the second I get it, I send it away simply because I partition what I need to pay, and everything that's left, it's like, oh,
that's mine.
It's mine, and I don't want to spend it.
Yeah.
But on the same token, I'm kind of a what's the word again? I say like 3 weeks later, I still can't remember. Like a hypocrite.
Oh.
Like that is what I do with my money.
But I mean, that's sustenance.
No, but it's I shouldn't. I shouldn't. I should go and I should buy proper groceries and I should make myself food. But instead, every day I'm eating my paycheck, and that's where my money goes. Is to fucking House of China.
I enjoy making food.
Yes, you do.
It's fun to me. So how is it to not like making food?
Well, it's not that I don't like it. It's because I don't like, I guess, the cleanup afterwards.
Well, dishes are always the worst part of it.
And time-wise, like, I just feel like if I only have a certain amount of time, then I would rather sit down and if I can watch 2 shows while eating something I brought home versus having to cook and only being able to watch 1 show, like, I'll take the 2 shows.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. But, time management.
It's not. That's not what it is. It's just fucking laziness, and I know that. But I don't know. I don't know how we even got to that.
I don't know. But can I talk about what I made for breakfast today?
What did you make?
I made for breakfast, and I love it when I cook and everything comes out at the same time. Like it's timed out perfectly. That's just a little high for me.
Okay.
But I made waffles and hash browns and sausage. And I was so excited because I realized about a week ago or something, I was like, God, I want some waffles. I'm gonna make some freaking waffles, and I'm not gonna make just Eggos. I got the mix. I mixed it up. I got the eggs and the water and the oil and all that shit, and I mixed it up and I let it set for 2 minutes because you gotta let it set.
Okay.
Don't fucking just throw it in the waffle maker.
I won't.
You're gonna ruin it, Pete.
I promise I won't.
And then I got the hash browns ready because you got to leave them. You can't fucking just keep on moving hash browns. You flip them once.
Okay.
Twice if you're crazy. You don't fucking go all over the place. And also, I scooted the hash browns a bit once they were a little bit ready. And then I left some the sausages. That's when I put the sausages there so they could start cooking. Over here, I'm messing with the waffle. I got the timer going 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, take them out, put in the new batter. And then I'm checking on you. Hash browns, you're looking pretty good. Keep it up. I love what you're doing. And sausage, you do you. And then everything is done perfectly at the right time. I take out the waffles because a whole waffle is too much for the kids. So you split it in half.
Right.
What I do is I got Ready Whip because I wanted to fuck up this breakfast.
Yeah.
I got the Ready Whip. And then on top of that, maraschino cherry.
What the fuck?
Damn, dude. Like that's... fucking I love it. I love like and the presentation was beautiful.
Did you take pictures? Are you one of those like Instagram your food type of person?
I'm not an Instagram your food type of person, but I did take a Snapchat of it.
Okay.
And because
I still don't have you on Snapchat.
Yeah, I don't like a lot of people.
Okay.
I have like 8 people on Snapchat.
You'd think that your co-host would be one of them.
No, it's mostly inside jokes at work.
Oh, okay.
Talking smack about coworkers. And I don't want to just send a message to everybody. I just I'm going to put it on my story and then everyone will get it. Right.
Well, not everyone.
Yeah. Not Pete.
Not me. That's okay. I hate you too. So
I bought an avocado tree.
Mm-hmm.
A smaller one, like yay high.
Okay.
For $5.
That's not bad.
It's pretty good for an avocado tree.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were walking down, and there was another, because they're fucking spread out all over the place. Mm-hmm. More people selling plants and stuff, and we're like, let's ask if they have avocado trees. And he had one that was like bigger, like maybe this big. Am I in frame? Yeah, I am.
Yeah, you are.
It was that big.
Okay.
Probably twice as high for $10.
Wow.
We're like, yeah, we're gonna get this one too.
Right.
So I had to lug around 2 fucking avocado trees.
I think when I went to the Pulga, I was always looking out for like old toys from my childhood.
Oh yeah.
Or like albums and stuff, but like I can't find that stuff anymore. That's not there. If you want like old tools,
oh yeah,
they got those in spades. But if you're looking for really cool vintage like 80s memorabilia,
I couldn't tell you if I remember seeing any records. I don't think so.
No, I don't.
I did see like the Joker action figure that you had at one point, and I looked at it and I was like, oh, is this the Joker? Is that the Joker? And it looked like it was that one.
Okay.
And the guy was selling it. It had a $12 sticker, and he saw me looking at it, and he was like, I'll sell it to you for $10. And I was like, yeah, okay, I'll get it for $10. $10 is $10. If it's not, it's fine. If it is, even better.
You bought it?
I bought it, looked it up. It's not it.
Well, which one is it?
It's the exact same one, but it's Wave 2.
But from what series or whatever?
It's this. It looks like, I looked it up. And the details are, the Joker looks exactly the same. It has the evidence tag. It has. Can you put up a picture on YouTube?
Well, once I figure out which one you're talking about, yes.
It's the one with the evidence tag and the Joker card. It's the action figure one with the Heath Ledger Joker. His scar. Yes. It looks
the one
bad.
that like they didn't release in stores or something like that.
Yeah, that they released and then they pulled it back because it was too scary for kids.
Right, and then they released like a kid-friendly version where he's almost like mischievously smiling. Yeah, that. Okay.
So it looked like the original one, and I was like, hey, it might be the original one. But it wasn't.
So that guy made off with your $10.
Yeah. But I mean, I looked it up. It's worth $8.
Sold. Speaking of albums, I still haven't done it, but this past week I've been meaning to walk out to the bar and look through the albums and pull out Purple Rain.
Oh.
Because, as many of you know, Prince died. Yeah. Were you a Prince fan?
I wasn't a huge Prince fan, but I mean, you appreciate some of the music. Like if it comes on, you're like, that's a good jam.
Yeah.
Like you'll listen to it.
I mean, he was an incredible artist and a visionary and a fashion icon and all that stuff. It kind of sounds like what I was talking about Bowie, although Bowie has a special place in my heart. Like I was a genuine Bowie fan. Prince, you know, it sucks. We still don't know, how did he die? It hasn't been released, right?
I don't know. I think we're waiting on the autopsy results.
Yeah, that's really strange, but
because he was 57, right?
Yes. The outpouring of like love for him, like it surpassed it. It reminded me of a few years ago when Michael Jackson died. Like it was that on that level. Like he was looked at as like that big, like an Elvis type.
Well, I didn't know, but there's a lot of songs that he wrote. Like he's a big writer and producer, and he produced a lot of great music that we hear. And they were rolling some package in World News Tonight, and I was watching it, and I can't recall any of them, but I saw the songs, and I was like, oh, I didn't know Prince had his finger on a lot of the greatest hits.
Okay.
From like the early 90s.
Wow. Okay.
R&B.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that's a large part, that he wasn't himself just an artist. He was also helping out artists, and he was writing music, producing music, and it's really fascinating stuff, man.
Right. I knew that he was, you know, he was big. He was a huge name. Obviously, Prince is a huge name. I did not, however naively as it may sound, I did not think that he was had that stature of like godlike stature in the music industry until he passed, and that's unfortunate. Yeah. But I mean, my mom was a huge fan of Prince. She really was. But so I grew up with Prince and you know the Revolution and the New Power Generation and all those other bands that he had. I grew up with that in the house. So I knew his music. I knew his voice, all that stuff. It wasn't big on me. I was trying to like talk to my mom about it. It's kind of like there's two types of people. You're either a Rolling Stones person or you're a Beatles person. Got it. So I think in this situation, this pop funk music, you're either a Michael Jackson person or you're a Prince person. And I was a Michael Jackson person.
Yeah, well.
So I was saddened more by. I remember being more like, "Fuck, that really sucks." Like when Michael Jackson passed, versus like when, "Oh shit, Prince died." Man, that sucks. You know, it's still terrible, but it didn't hit me in the feels like it did to so many other people. But you know, he was a legend, and his music will live on. So you know, rest in peace.
Yeah, rest
Prince.
in peace, Prince.
Yep. What else is going on?
I got a new app.
What's the app?
The app is called conversation starters.
Okay.
Because we sometimes just stop talking.
That's true.
So let's boot it up.
Okay.
And let's see. Random. What's your dream job? That's a good conversation
that is a
starter.
good one. Okay.
So Pete, what's your dream job?
My dream job. I think it differs the older I get. Obviously, when I was little, like, we want to be like a cowboy or something, something weird like that.
When I was in the second grade, they said you could be whatever you want. And in the picture, I drew a panther because I wanted to be a panther. It wasn't probably second grade. It was probably first grade.
Okay.
So let me give myself that 1 year extra.
Right.
But they said you could be whatever you wanted to be. And I wanted to be a black cat.
Well, you still can. I mean, there's procedures,
there's surgeries and all that stuff, but it might,
things that can turn you into
dreams change.
Well, yeah, they do. For the longest time, like I legitimately wanted to be a professional wrestler. I've told you that.
Yeah.
But that has since passed, like gone out the window for sure.
Yeah, because we got bad backs.
Bad backs and bad knees and fucking, spina bifida or some shit like that. I don't know what is wrong with me. Anyway, after I gave up on my in-ring dreams, I would have liked to been like a production person working for WWE, making their intro packages and the videos that come on and the just kind of highlight videos and stuff like that, because that's more in the vein of what I know how to do, what I'm kind of good at doing.
Yeah. So
if I could apply that to a world that I like really enjoyed, then I think I would be happy doing that. The only problem is I would have to, it's not going to be here. Like I'd have to like relocate to like Stamford, Connecticut is where their production facilities are.
I see.
And so that's one drawback. And the other thing is like I'm just not that big a fan of wrestling anymore. Like I think that 10 years ago I would have been like, that's my dream fucking job. I couldn't fathom the idea of working for the WWE. But like now it's like, yeah, I would enjoy it, but at the same time it would become work to me.
Yeah.
And that's always like, I don't know. What about you? What's your dream job?
When I was younger, I really, besides Panther, I had this image of businessman, and I really wanted to be businessman. Like you wear a suit, you have a briefcase, you walk into a building, and you work in your cubicle. You have coffee. You hang out in the water cooler.
Right.
Get spreadsheets taken care of. Send out memos.
Okay.
I wanted to be businessman.
Well, I mean,
come home to my nuclear family with my white picket fence.
Right.
Pick up the paper. That seemed very good to me.
Okay.
That's what I wanted.
Well, I mean, you do realize that you kind of have that now. All you need is like to fucking dress up to work.
I do dress up sometimes.
All you have to do is wear a suit to work.
Yeah, but I'm not a businessman. I want to work on spreadsheets. I want to have graphs ready, and I want to give presentations.
So what does that entail? Like, what job is that? Is that like a banker?
I'm thinking marketing.
Investment banker?
I'm thinking marketing. Maybe investment banker.
Yeah, marketing could be marketing. But I'm in marketing, and I don't do that.
Yeah. Do you need a businessman? I could fucking PowerPoint the shit out of some spreadsheets, graphs. I know all of them. Pi, bar, linear, etc.
Equals sum of parentheses and making formulas and all that stuff.
I can have a laser pen. Mm-hmm. That sounded really good to me. I mean, I know currently right now I go in the morning, I come out at night, I get home, family, all that good stuff.
Okay, well you started answering my question by saying when I was younger I thought businessman. So what about now?
Fucking businessman.
You're still with the businessman.
It'd be so nice to have, but like provide for your. I want to be 1950s Caucasian businessman.
Well, see, that's a whole other world. Like that world doesn't even exist anymore.
I know, but that's what I wanted. Like
so do you long for like?
No, it was really racist back then.
So you don't long for a time long since past? I
do long for a simpler time.
Okay.
Where I could just be businessman. And
you keep saying that like businessman, like
because I don't know what a businessman does. I want to wear a suit and a tie and a hat.
Businesses.
Businesses. I have a business card. I want to be Christian Bale in American Psycho.
Well, that's what I was getting at. I think that's what you want. You just want to fucking kill somebody with a hammer.
It'd be nice.
And chase a woman down a fucking
a
hallway with a chainsaw.
I had
Huey Lewis in the News playing in the background. 10 o'clock. It's hip to be square.
I had only recently seen that movie, like last year, the first time I ever saw it, and I was like, I think this might be my favorite movie. Because it's so dark and funny, and he's just so strange, and he's a psychopath.
He was really good in that, and that's Jamie's favorite Christian Bale movie.
Really?
American Psycho.
It's a good one. Yep. I like Batman.
Yeah, she's more of an American Psycho fan.
But like the funniest scene to me that like my brain goes to it every time I think of that movie is when he's having a threesome, I think with hookers, and the mirror comes out, and he looks at himself in the mirror,
watching himself in the
and
mirror,
he's
and
just
like,
flexing at the mirror while having sex, and he's like enjoying his body.
Right.
Well, I thought it was absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, that's a really funny movie, and I think it's unintentionally funny.
I don't know. I think it's funny on purpose. I think it's aware of what it's doing.
So I mean, spoilers. Time out. I got fucking bitched at by a friend of mine's wife because I gave away the ending of Breaking Bad a couple months ago. Like, dude, it was like 2 years.
Yeah,
and I know she's listening. It's Grief's, fiance Maria, and like she was like, "Hey, thanks for spoiling the ending." I'm like, dude, come on. There's a statute of limitations on that one.
It's been out, but I mean, can I spoil now?
So anyway, yeah, spoilers on American Psycho. My question was going to be, at the end, it kind of alludes to the fact that maybe it was all made up.
It's ambiguous.
Okay, what do you think?
Well, after to me, a good movie is I think about that movie after I watched it.
Okay.
Like a lot. Whereas, like, if I see a regular good movie, I'm like, damn, that was a good movie. But like this movie, I was like, what happened? Mm-hmm. I did a little bit of research, and it is left ambiguous. It can be whatever you think happened. I like to think that he's a businessman. I think he's just in a world that takes care of themselves.
Okay.
I think that, kind of spoilers at the end, he goes on a killing spree. Mm-hmm. And one night, and then like the next day, he's like, what am I gonna do? I left like dozens of bodies. And then he goes and he checks it out, and everything's been cleaned up. Right. So either it never happened, mm-hmm. it was all in his head. Right. Or one of the theories is that he killed Jared Leto's character, and that's it. Okay. Everything else was just like... Everything else was in his head. Okay. The other theory is that it was just in his head. The whole thing. And the theory that I'm more partial to is that it happened. Everything happened, but because they take care of themselves, like the businessmen, mm-hmm. they took care of the bodies. They got rid of them. And a couple of other things. It was more like a fraternity, like you watched out for each other? Yes. Okay. Because there's one scene where they're like, oh, I talked to what's his face, that he had murdered, and they're like, oh, well, that kind of gives him an alibi, mm-hmm. because that character had been missing. Yeah, that's my personal opinion. I don't know. I think it was all in his head. I think that he was just he's a bored businessman. I think that's impossible. You can't be bored when you're a businessman. You have the dream job. Once you're in right then and there, I think that you would find out that being a businessman is not all it's cracked up to be. I don't think so. I think that he had to create a fantasy world in his head where he was rich and powerful, where he was desired by women, where he was a psychopath, because maybe deep down inside that's what he wanted to be. And, it was just his innermost
desires coming out and manifesting themselves, but they were all in his head. I think. I don't know.
I would like to go. Babe, I gotta go to a conference in Nevada.
Right.
So I'm a businessman. I'm going coach, of course. I wish my boss would first class.
Why wouldn't you fly business class?
Business class? I've never been on a plane.
You've never been on a plane?
Yeah, I've never been on a plane.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you talked about this already?
We may have.
I don't know.
But I also accept the fact that I probably will never be on a plane.
Well, don't say that.
But I don't foresee myself ever needing to be on a plane.
Okay.
Like if I'm going anywhere, I'll go through on car or bus. Not because I'm like, oh yeah, plane, because that's how people who are afraid of planes.
You're scared.
Oh, a plane!
You're scared like fucking Richard Pryor voice. Oh, a plane!
I just it's more economical to just drive, and as we've established,
you like to save money.
We like to save money, so
you could buy useless shit.
A $400 horse statue with Batman on top.
I'm hovering. Should I hit send on this?
No.
I'm gonna hit send on this. You know you want me to.
No, you should. You really should not. No. Let me see it though.
Look how pretty it is, Mark. Look at that. Isn't that glorious?
That's fucking badass.
It is, right? I want that.
It hurts the heart.
Yep, that's it. Anyway, so I don't know where we went or how we got here or where we're going from this point on.
That's deep, Pete.
Yeah. Quote the Raven, nevermore. I don't know.
What?
I don't know. It's late.
Yeah, it is.
And we're recording this late, but we're recording it. That's what's important.
That's what matters.
That's all that matters. People have demanded this useless ridiculousness.
Because they love it.
And they love it, and it kills 30 minutes for them.
And I love them.
I love them too.
They're awesome.
They are.
They're why we do this.
They are.
Because I could say that we're doing it because we want to do it, we would do it ourselves, even if no one was listening.
Right.
That's a lie.
That is a lie. I would not still be doing it if no one was listening.
I do it for the attention and because people like to listen to me.
And the notoriety and the free shit.
I don't get free shit. Where's the shit?
I'm kidding. I don't get free shit either.
I'm the worst like drug dealer. Like if there was a drug dealer, where's the shit? This is only half.
Never in my 3 years of dealing drugs have I ever encountered such an unprofessional. I'm a businessman. Oh, shit. Well, on that note, hit the music. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for joining us again. We are still in the process of working on updating and upgrading the stuff. I've been in contact with both the music guy, Kane, and with the graphics guy, Tony. So there's a big event happening. South Texas Comic Con is coming up this coming weekend, and Tony is like balls deep in that. Like he's gonna have a panel. He's gonna be showing his artwork. He's also going to be doing, I think, if I've read correctly, he's going to be doing like a live seminar on how to create digital art and stuff like that.
That'd be cool.
That sounds pretty cool. So needless to say, he's very busy with real shit as opposed to working on our stuff. So, we'll get to it eventually. No big deal. No rush. We only do the show once a quarter. So it doesn't matter. But anyway, thank you guys for listening. Thank you for joining us. My name is Pete Salas along with...
Did you thank Chico's Bail Bonds?
I didn't.
That's right. Wait, do you do it after my name?
Usually. You've thrown off the whole flow of this ending.
I paused it so you can edit. I paused so you can edit.
Special thanks to our sponsor, Chico's Bail Bonds. See, it is after you.
Okay, I just forget sometimes. In my brain, it's special thanks to our sponsor, Chico's Bail...
No, that's always before the ending.
And then... I'm Pete Salas.
No, it's the other way around.
Okay,
You're fucking it up and we're running out of music.
Okay. Oh, are you gonna keep this in? Mark of the Living Dead.
Have yourselves a very happy Taco Tuesday. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Where's the shit?
I'm a businessman.